Captain Rob, and
First mate Doreen.
there you go. And this is Whiskey. This is our, I would say, week in review, but the Gulf Islands have been so amazing that our 2 weeks that I said was going to be possibly has turned into 3 weeks. We've had a great time traveling around here. We've met a lot of people, and there's just been so much to see that there's no way we could have squeezed it into 7 days. And we could spend another month here and still not see every place that we got to go. So this is our final port. We're here in Port Browning, and what we're doing is once we leave here tomorrow, the weather's supposed to be even nicer than it is today. We are headed on to the San Juans. And to start off with, we'll let you know what our big announcement is. Because of the fact that we had a little bit of a leak and we're going to have to haul the boat out in order to fix it again, we decided that what we're going to do is, like I said, we've run into several people here and they all said that we're absolutely crazy to not go see the San Juans and to see the Puget Sound. So what we've opted to do is we're going to spend the next 2 or 3 weeks cruising down through the San Juans and the Puget Sound, and decided we'd kill sort of 3 birds with 1 stone. What we're going to do is once we get to Olympia, Washington, down at the far end, we're going to haul the boat out there, we're going to fix our leak, and then we're going to have the boat hauled by truck to San Francisco.
Or San Diego.
Or somewhere in California. And that way we can avoid all the crappy part of the coast that is apparently the worst and most dangerous part to go around. Save ourselves the wear and tear, and the cost of shipping it is minimal more than what it would have been for us for fuel and food, and we'll have it down to California in 3 days travel time by truck. Plus that way we get to spend a good solid 3 weeks at least traveling down through the San Juans and seeing the Puget Sound as well too. So technically I guess we're not going to be boating it all the way to Mexico, but you're going to get to see what's involved in moving a boat this size by land, and you're going to get to see the beauty of the San Juans and the Puget Sound. So that's basically our big news. And now we're going to give you a quick little review of what we saw for the last 3 weeks going through the Gulf Islands. We started in Wallis Island.
Yeah, Wallis Island was so cool. It was really cool. There's so many intriguing things on the island. It was from nature to the structures that were built were just phenomenal. There was so much to enjoy. Even Whiskey had a good time.
Yeah, and the driftwood shack there, like you saw in the video, was pretty amazing, and we became part of it by getting the opportunity to put ours up there. And like Doreen said, the nature around there was amazing. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I mean, the whole Gulf Island's been beautiful.
Yeah, and the people on the dock were great. We tied up to the dock for 2 nights, 3 nights.
3 nights, yeah.
3 nights. It was fun. Everybody was so welcoming, and even though there was no attendant on the dock.
No?
It was all on the honor system. We paid on the honor system, and there was really no resources on the island. There was outhouses, but no shower or anything. But we found our own way to enjoy the island. So many different bays and around where you walk around through the hikes.
It's nice hikes too.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. And then from there we left and we headed to Winter Cove. We didn't spend that much time. We spent 1 night in Winter Cove. Yeah, we were at anchor in Winter Cove. We spent 1 night there. It was quite windy when we first pulled in, which was a little bit discouraging, but the anchor held. Even though the boat next to us, it didn't hold his, and he drifted probably throughout the period of the night, probably got within about 30 feet of our boat, but there was no contact. We held strong, so there's no problem with that. We got to go over to the ballpark, see the ballpark that was there, even though it was like right in the middle of nowhere. It's just a little ballpark. Whiskey got to bomb around there.
Cool outhouses right out in the Ball Diamonds. Yeah, they were the most decorative painted outhouses I've ever seen.
Yeah. We took the walk up to the influx where the Strait of Georgia dumps into Winter Cove, And even though the video shows the current there, it does not show it near as strong as it was. Like you can see a kayaker in the water there. The water that was flowing in through there was absolutely phenomenal. If you had dropped in there, you would have been gone into that cove in a heartbeat. It was pretty amazing. There wasn't much that we did around there. We did have a great crab feast there. We took the crab trap out and dropped it. We got, I think, 11 crab in one basket. I mean, 4 of them were keepers and all males, but we got a nice good crab feast while we were there too. It was delicious. And then from there, we headed on to Ganges Marina, where we were going to do some resupply because now it's been 5 days since we had been at any place, and we were going to go there and get some laundry done, have a shower, and resupply our groceries. So we arrived at Ganges Marina, and go ahead.
Yeah, we made provision. What did we do? We got some laundry done in the morning after we arrived. We walked around the town a little bit.
Yeah, we saw the town, saw the little market that they had out there set in the park. Like Doreen said, we didn't do much that night. We went and picked up some groceries and went for a shower, which we've been dying for, which I'm going to show you the shower clip when we do the review on Ganges Marina, and you can have a look at it. It doesn't show the drama that took place of me in the shower practically kicking down the door because it had locked from the inside and we couldn't unlock it. So I was literally stuck by a deadbolt in the shower for like 10 minutes until we found an attendant that managed to come back and just tweak it just right so I could get out. So we had that drama, and then what did we do for the night? Worked up a sweat right as I was having a shower. We didn't do much that night. We just sat around, relaxed, chilled a bit, took whiskey for a couple of walks, and then the next day we began laundry.
What we didn't really do, we didn't do a lot in the city.
No.
Outside there was a market. We did enjoy a market that morning.
Yeah. And then of course we had morning laundry. Laundry it's nice to be able to, even though you have to do laundry, it's like Doreen said, it's nice to be able to get up and
One machine.
walk up to the laundry in your pajamas with a cup of coffee.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then unfortunately there was no water. There was a water restriction on the island. They were only giving out 30 liters of water, so since we still had a decent amount of water, we didn't bother. We didn't feel as though it was a need to take water from somebody else that actually really needed it. So we didn't refuel the boat there. We didn't re-water the boat there. We always do our pump outs when we're out in the main part of the ocean, so we didn't have to worry about a pump out. We didn't really do much. We spent there, we resupplied. I got the most important stuff for me, which was I had to resupply my wine. And then we headed on to Sydney Spit. And we spent a lot. We spent 4 days at Sydney Spit because that's Whiskey's favorite spot. He loves it. He loves the beach. He loves the trails. He loves running around there.
Rain or shine, we had some mixed weather there.
We did.
It rained pretty good.
Just for the last couple of days, but the first few days were nice.
But it sprinkled from time to time, and the sky always opened up. It always cleared up at one part of the day enough to dry out.
That's right, because halfway through, we stayed there 4 days. Halfway through, we ran into Sydney, refueled, and grabbed a few more groceries and stuff in town.
We went to Van Nuys Marina.
Yeah, to Van Nuys Marina. They let us stay there. They let us stay in a slip, free of charge.
Yeah.
Just stay in a slip for a few hours while we ran into town and resupply. They did. They're a great marina, and they get kudos from us. Like I said, they were really nice to let us stay there at no charge. So.
And we filled up with water there.
And we topped up our water when we topped up our fuel. Yeah. The marina itself is beautiful. It's an amazing marina, and there's nothing bad I can say about them. So.
It was huge. We never overnighted there though. We fueled up there almost every time we've been in the Gulf Islands.
Just about, yeah.
Fueled up there.
Yeah, because they have the best prices in the Gulf Islands. They were like 20 cents cheaper a liter than any place else. Yeah, so it was good. And then we headed back to the Spit. And we spent the next 3 nights there back at the Spit, tied to the dock. just because the weather wasn't supposed to be that great, and it wasn't that great, and it was easier than having to put whiskey in the dinghy during the rainstorms and everything and take them ashore. This way we could just walk them off the dock and take them to the bathroom. And the rain didn't really make a big difference when you're hiking around through the forest there, because the canopy here is so thick and so green that you'd hardly feel the rain anyways. So, and we got to see...
Whiskey enjoyed everything. Whiskey loves the sandy beaches, but he also likes chasing the heron that they have there. He totally has. I believe there was this one heron that just totally wanted to permit whiskey, and I think they enjoyed chasing each other. We also discovered the other end of the island, the brickyard. We found, some history about the island.
Never knew.
That's right. That was really cool.
Yeah, we got to see, like I said, Whiskey loves the Spit because he just loves the beaches. He loves running on the beaches.
Yeah, the trees were amazing in there. It was one of the only islands that didn't have blackberries growing on it.
Pretty much, yeah, exactly, yeah.
But it had a whole lot more to offer. The sand dunes are really fun. This ocean creates such a fun playground for animals and people.
Especially when the beaches were all the way out, like when the tide was out and you had the huge beach, it was great.
Yeah, lots of
even with
sights
crappy
to see.
weather. The only bad thing about Sydney Spit area there was that our crab trap went missing. And
See, you got right. It went missing.
see, Doreen thinks it went missing. It miraculously just faded away into the abyss of the ocean and just went missing. However, people like me that have done crabbing on the island before know that it's one of those things where it's inevitable. Sooner or later, somebody's going to steal your crabs out of your crab trap. And it's just really coincidental that the exact spot we left it when we came back to get it, there was a fisherman's crab line there, and one of his pots were in exactly the same spot as where our trap was. But needless to say, that trap has served us well. It's got a lot of crab out of it. It's more than paid for itself. So we'll buy another one, and this time the lesson we did learn is that we're going to mark it a lot more clearly with a lot more floating buoys on it than just the standard one that goes with it. So we can very easily see it from our boat from shore, so we can make sure that it doesn't go missing. But anyways, Sydney Spit is one of our favorite spots. We love it. It's a great place, really close and convenient to Sydney. And from there it was on to Brentwood Bay, where we went and stayed at the Brentwood Bay Resort and Spa. Awesome place. We stopped for lunch in Todd Inlet, which is...
We went right to the end of the bay, and it was gorgeous. We saw Bouchard Gardens from the bay while we were having lunch. Whiskey, come and sit.
Okay, then. And which we didn't opt to go to the Bouchard Gardens just because their prices are a little bit higher than what we were willing to spend. Because we pretty much stayed for 2 nights at the resort and spa, pretty close, for 2 nights at the resort and spa in the marina, where we did our laundry, got free showers, used the hot tub, could take whiskey on and off the docks at an absolutely amazing place for almost the same cost for 2 nights as what it would have been for us to go to the Bouchard Gardens for a short
visit.
For a couple hours. So it was definitely, I mean, if the Bouchard Gardens are your thing, without a doubt, I've seen them before. Go see them, because they couldn't have got any worse. I'm sure they've only got more amazing since then. But I don't really think the prices for a one-time visit really reflect what you get to see. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, it better suited us to do what we wanted to do rather than spend all that money.
Whiskey probably would have been there for 2 hours. I don't think it would have been beneficial for us to see it at all. No, we had, our money was better spent elsewhere.
That's right,
Yeah.
Brentwood Bay was awesome. It was, the people there were great in the community. It was a short little 15-minute walk from the marina up to the shopping area where I got my hair cut, and we went to the butcher shop, got a couple of books about San Juans. Doreen found a couple in an old bookstore, which I never believed she would, but she did. We went to the butcher shop and
I
got
totally
whiskey
should
a
have bet
bone.
you.
You should have had me. But whiskey, we went to a butcher shop, and I mean, whiskey was just smothered by the people there. They gave a big piece of meat as a treat. We got a great bone for him, some nice steaks for ourselves for that night.
Yeah, and your haircut. Whiskey
My
laid
haircut.
on the center of the floor in the hair salon, and people walked over him, and he was just very comfortable and well received by everyone, and then let us all know when it was time to go by whining, and he got us full of pets and kisses for all of them.
Yeah,
And-
the people there were great. The lady that cut my hair even offered to let us use her car to run to the marine supply store. Come here, lay down, buddy.
Did it.
To the marine
Yeah.
supply store, and yeah, it was it. Even one of the guys there was in getting his haircut. Coincidentally, Rez made me think of it, and what brought up the subject is he worked at the marine supply store, and he said he had no problem giving us a ride back there, even with whiskey. He would have given us a ride back there, but we already had a bunch of groceries and everything, and we didn't want to have to worry about trying to get back to the marine after we got a ride there. So
We had
Um,
our hands full already.
yeah. So we went back to the marina and spent a couple of days there. And like I said, the people were amazing. The staff was great. The pub was nice. I always think the pubs are a little bit overpriced, but that's just me. But
We had great neighbors on the dock.
Yeah.
Everything was good at Brentwood.
yeah, there was not a
Brentwood.
bad thing to say about it. Well,
Yeah.
with the exception of, it gets a 4.75 stars from me because the Wi-Fi is a bit intermittent. It didn't stay running all the time. It was fading in and out, and we were really close to the marina office, so it gets a poor rating as far as the Wi-Fi goes. But everything else was great. Come here with me. Come on.
All our
Come on.
fundamentals were met. That was not everybody deals with Wi-Fi.
That's
so
right,
it depends what your thing is.
But it was a great marina. And then we left Brentwood Bay, and we had a nice day. We made the trip to here, which is Port Browning, where the beaches are great. It's got a really nice beach over there, very easy and convenient to get to with whiskey. The pub itself is, again, it's a nice little pub. It's your typical pub. If you know the Kelowna area, it's kind of very similar to like the Packing House. You know, it's not.
I think it's more like what the pier used to be.
Maybe, yeah. But you're thinking pier. I'm thinking the inside is very woody. It's kind of got a darky atmosphere to it. People are fairly friendly there. The staff was great. Food was pretty decent, but the drink prices again were a bit high. So, like I said, it's a pub. It's a good pub. It's not anything I wouldn't say if you come here you gotta go there, but it's a very convenient pub. It was nice and easy. It's right over there. You can't quite see it in the background, but it's right over there. Yeah, the marina itself seemed like a nice marina.
Yeah. The walks were great.
Yeah.
We walked over to the public dock. There's berries growing everywhere.
Yeah.
Berries on every road, Browning was amazing.
Browning was amazing. It was. It's a great place. The community was really nice. They were really accepting of dogs there as well. Every place else, people in the hardware marine store gas station were great. We ran into a nice fisherman there. He gave us some good advice on what to do to help out with some things. Everybody was good. It was a nice place. We didn't stay at the marina. We stayed at Anchor here, and it was awesome. Like, I've stayed at a lot of Anchorage. Water here was the calmest I've ever had for an Anchorage. It was flat calm at night. Flat calm. Like, you could throw a pebble off the thing, and I'll bet you could watch the ripple go all the way to shore. It was amazing.
And
And-
you can see there's tons of anchors. There's tons of people.
Tons of
And they
spacemen.
pull in at all
Come and go,
different times. Yeah.
The only bad thing is it can get a bit wakey during the day because you get a lot of people in the smaller boats that are whipping back and forth between the two islands, and they don't always slow down leaving the marina here, and they'll go barreling by at full speed. So, but that was only during the day. Other than that, it was a great port. We'll come back. We'll come back again someday. You never know.
There's lots of sights on the island to see.
So I think that was pretty much it, right? Except for Poets Cove. We stayed at Poets Cove too. which is just around through the Pender Canal over there. I forgot about it, but that's because we've stayed there a couple of times, so it wouldn't be our first time there. But it's an amazing place too. It's the marina is awesome.
Did we do that after? When did we do
We
that?
went to Poets Cove after we left
Winter's
Winter
Cove.
Cove.
Yeah.
And that's when we went there. We stayed on Mooring Ball for 2 nights there. The marina there is awesome. They let the cruisers use the facilities, so we got to use the hot tub and the showers. And the pub there is nice. Once again, a bit pricey for a pub.
We found the tennis courts up there.
That's right, yeah,
Which
we
we
played
were
a match of
unaware of.
tennis.
That's right.
Yeah.
We brought tennis rackets, so it was really cool.
Just in case, yeah. So
Yeah.
we played a match of tennis. That's right. We brought our own tennis rackets, and the marina is great. There wasn't any problems with it. Like I said, they have hot tubs and showers and laundry facilities and a cafe.
And we can do our recycling there too.
Yeah.
Recycling.
Yeah, they're very good with all that stuff. It was a nice place to stay. It's a definite go-to kind of place. I would definitely recommend it for anybody. So that's
Was cool.
yeah, pretty much how our
But no,
whole
Post Cove, that one, it's got the nicest nights.
it was.
Post Cove has the darkest nights we've ever seen. The water lights up because there's plankton in the water
Yeah,
whenever you rush it.
bioluminescent plankton. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. And the sky has its sparkles. The
Yeah, it
stars
was.
were phenomenal. And we saw the Milky Way.
It was so crystal clear and so dark there you could see the Milky Way. It was awesome.
The sky, the night sky was the brightest.
Yeah.
And the water was, yeah, full of surprises. Full of them.
Well, Whiskey's getting a little impatient because he thinks he's going to shore, and it is his time to go to shore. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna tell you guys we had a great trip. The Gulf Islands have been amazing. There was no doubt that this was an awesome decision to do what it was we decided to do with this, because I can't even imagine what lies ahead with everything that we've seen so far. So we hope you stay with us. You know, we love the fact that you guys are following along. It would be great if you guys could share this, you know, tell everybody about it, because we would love to be able to take this journey to a whole new level, but unfortunately our funds are only good for probably a few months. So if we can get our viewership high enough and have people watch the channel, watch our YouTube channels, we might be able to make some money doing this, and we hope we can get this to the point where we can take it on to the next level. So like I said, please like, share, subscribe, let everybody know, and continue to follow along. We love having you guys. We love making the videos. They take a lot of work, but they're definitely worth it. So from us here at Wandering with Whiskey, there's Whiskey up there. I don't know if you can see him, but he says goodbye. And goodbye from Captain Rob, and
First mate Doreen.
thanks for watching, and we hope you guys continue to follow along with us. Take care.
She's waiting for love to be